Save it for the booth, conversations from a stoop. Let me introduce the host. They came to speak their truth. We all bringing heat, ain't talk about no propane. First host is pure dope, that's why we call it cocaine. Next up is Punk, he gon' give you what you want. He don't stunt like a pack of Dutchess, he gon' keep it blunt. Sugar Montana, she hot as Louisiana, and she hold no punches, so please excuse her manners. We got Big Homie, Suave, he pretty chill. When it comes to the topics 100, he keep it real. The show get you in tune, the flow get you enthused. Producer of the pod, that's why they call me Deuce. Let go.
Let's
But
talk
that don't
about
give you your chance to release either.
things outside of their relationship that you do to decompress. What does that look like? You know,
Basketball, play the game. I think those are stress relievers.
Punk,
Save it for the booth.
Deuce.
And I play the game here and
Work.
What do you do
work,
outside of work? What do you do
work.
to decompress? You work to decompress?
Oh wait, I
No,
forgot
I
one.
do this. I do this. This is
You do save it for the
Yeah.
booth.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
save it
big.
for the booth,
You
too.
Yeah,
Big homie.
that's
You funny.
you definitely
They do
gotta,
say that
you gotta
is
decompress, though. Busting
yes,
a
they
nut is
do
a stress
say it's a
reliever.
stress
Hey,
reliever.
no.
It
What
is.
y'all
A
It's
say?
an
big
energy
decompress
sucker.
for me is going out. Like when
Yeah.
I can like, all right, the wife cool. Go ahead, go out. I ain't, you ain't waiting for me to just go out, whatever. When I can just go out, have some drinks, hear some good music.
Yeah, that's
You know.
definitely dope.
What's for you? What is it for you?
Probably the same thing as Deuce. I like to go out with my girls, go to one of their houses, sit on the couch, drink, listen to some loud music, sing. It's really nice when I be with my sisters because we are a whole fool together and we just hang
You gonna bust
out
one of them freestyles out?
and we rap.
Or do you sing?
We rap and we sing. My sister sings.
Cocaine
I
be
rap.
freestyling.
And I like Save It for the Booth. Definitely all of that. Me and yoga is cool too. So yeah, yoga, gym. It's a mixture of different things that I try to do. It's never really the same type of things. It's just how I'm feeling for the day. Sometimes I just sit at the crib and just need time and space away from people in the world and all of that. That's really good for me. So I was just curious because we deal with a lot of stuff.
This is one of the topics that y'all had and y'all like. Should you tell your partner when you sign up with different social media platforms? If so, why? Or
You wanna
why
go
not?
First, cocaine or
I don't have a partner, but when I did, no, I didn't. My partner was not on social media at all, ever. So it was never a conversation that needs to happen.
I think you should at least tell your partner you signed up. I don't think you got to report or ask, can I sign up for TikTok or can I sign up for this or can I sign? It should be more of a like, oh yeah, I'm on IG now, so
Can I
seen this.
ask
I
why?
Because if you don't say it and it's like you trying to hide something, you get what I'm saying?
But
Like,
is social media that big that you have to
Habit.
that you have to let your partner know?
yes, because
Why?
it's
Why is
predators on it.
Why is there a automatic assumption of negativity? Like
Because
Because
the
you're
majority of social media is negativity.
you said, because what?
The majority of social media is negativity.
Oh, okay.
Well, we use it for negative things and put a lot of negative shit out there into it, and negativity. Yeah,
But
I
what's
think-
your take on it?
I think you should ask, and not in the sense of like, "Hey, can I do this?" But in the sense of, "How do you feel about me doing this?" Because I'm letting you know I'm gonna do it or I want to do it or whatever. But how do you feel about it? 'Cause
And if
That's
she
why I
says
said-
that
Because
she
if it's
doesn't
that
like
big
it,
of a
then what?
then it's not that important to me to
I don't
have
think
an
you
issue
should.
in our relationship.
I don't
about
think
it.
somebody should tell you no or yes to signing up. I think you should just inform them, like, cause you grown. It's not like I'm not gonna say all social media is geared to sexual stuff or stuff that can mess up your relationship. but it is on there. And if you're not okay with me scrolling down a social media seeing big booty because that's what's on there, then you should say that when I inform you, like, hey, you know, I'm gonna sign up for that. Oh no, I don't really like that because you know, woo, it's a one less argument.
And that's why I said I kind of be like, how do you feel about it? Because essentially that's what they doing. I'm not coming to you like, hey, can I sign up for TikTok? I'm coming to you like, how you feel about me signing up for TikTok?
And if she doesn't like it, are you still gonna sign up?
No.
No.
For what? I'm just adding another argument.
And it's social media. It's not that big of a deal for me.
Yeah, I don't see that as controlling.
I just feel like
I feel like it's more so insecurities. So
whose part?
So is she using
On
her
a woman's
insecurities to
Anybody,
control
like,
you?
it's men.
We're talking about
No, it's men that'll be like, I don't want you on there because guys always in your inbox. You know, it can be it can be insecurity on both sides. You know, with social media because it do be niggas in your girl inbox. So
Controlling.
you think it's controlling?
I don't know.
I don't think it's controlling. I think it's just.
Can't hear you, bro.
Just put it down. My bad. I don't think it's controlling, but I think it's just more of.
I think it's controlling to tell somebody no. Don't.
Explain.
I don't think it's controlling if they ask me. If you ask me, you giving me the option to give an answer. So if you asking me if I want you to do it and I say no, that's how I feel about it.
Right.
Of course, you got the free will to do whatever you want to do.
But then what?
But
Will
my
it be
thing
an
is,
argument or
yeah, no,
something?
like
Maybe.
right. If there's
Maybe.
pressure,
So why you say it's controlling?
because
It's skewing your decision because essentially you wanted to do it, but you asked first, and if your partner says no, you're not going to do it. So it's definitely changing
So
what
is
your
that no
initial
different
decision
from
Yeah,
was.
that's part of
So
relationships.
it is controlling.
Listen,
But-
so that's like saying when we had the pod about the time limit on how long you could be out. Is that not controlling too? It's a part of a relationship. If you're not comfortable with somebody doing something, you.
but there's no compromise there. You know, it's not. It's you. If you just saying no, don't be on there. If you do, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? With a curfew, it's a compromise. Hey, what's late? What's too late? Well, I think I should be able to go to 5 or
Facts. He's
3
right.
or you know what I'm saying?
He's
Like
right. There's
you-
no compromise.
It's no
No,
compromise there.
It's
If
a
you
yes
just
or no.
saying, if you just say no, it's like
So what's like compromising? Like, yeah, you could get on there, but don't accept no women as friends.
Right. That's a compromise. Or don't follow explicit content. Like you said, you don't want to see big booties on the timeline and all of that. Okay, yeah, you could get on there, but you shouldn't be following anything that's inappropriate or that's not, you know, what you're on there for. You know, if you're a family man, you shouldn't be on there looking at this, you know?
What?
Or if
How
you're
do
in a
I
relationship, you
stop
How
some of
would
the shit
they
from being on
know?
there?
because the algorithm is it's a
Algorithm.
reflection of what you search or what you look at. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Or
all
the
the
people
time.
that you
Not
follow.
TikTok.
Yes.
I know,
TikTok
like-
is the only thing that pop up random stuff. Like I'm for real. Like,
But you want to know something?
But if you stay looking at it, they're gonna keep showing you those type of videos.
So,
if you scroll past it, they're gonna say, "Oh, he don't mess with these type of videos." We
Here's
ain't gonna
a-
keep throwing it in his face.
Here's a situation. So on Facebook, right, I follow hip hop something, according to hip hop. Every time they post a story, the very first video is ass shaking, and then the rest of it is them talking about something related to hip hop. But if I'm sitting there and
They
my
gotta
wife
do
look,
what they need to
she
do
gonna
to
see this
get the
ass shaking. Like,
attention
why you
going.
following this explicit? But I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a very specific situation.
I'm just saying that sometimes they
Yeah,
pop
sometimes,
up random shit,
but-
or they use sex because they know people
To
look
sell
at
weed.
sex to sit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
be
could be
saying-
some
weed.
cars. You know what I'm saying? And now it's
To sell
ass,
anything.
you know exactly. And it's like what I'm supposed to do in them instances, because damn near everything gonna put sex in it, because sex sells.
Yeah, that's the truth. But I still feel like it's controlling if you saying no, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you're just assuming guilt. You're assuming that I'm on bullshit. Like you don't trust me. What you know what I'm saying? Like where we
I
at
mean,
with
at
it?
the end of the day, do you really need social media to see booties?
Right.
No.
Booties is everywhere, right?
Is there
They
some people
everywhere.
that's uncomfortable with they mate watching porn? Probably.
Yeah.
So that's very controlling too. So I guess you're right. If you say-
Anything that will skew a person's decision making, I will look at as controlling.
That's
And-
everything then.
But
I wouldn't say
it's not,
skew because it's easy to
it's
skew.
not-
Yeah, or to be trying to
it's
skew.
not. It's not to be looked at as like necessarily a negative thing because
Some niggas should be controlling.
it's respect
We know
though.
who's controlling.
It's like if I want to eat McDonald's tonight, you be like, no,
Baby,
Wendy's
I
are
want-
better.
Yeah, we should get some Wendy's. You controlling me now?
But that's why I just said it's not looked at in a negative way because if you want to eat McDonald's and your wife say, "Nah, babe, you know we had McDonald's 2 days ago. Why don't we go and get a salad tonight?" You can be like, "Okay, cool." She changed your decision. It can be looked at as control, but she changed it in a more positive way because a salad may be better than
We eat whatever I
McDonald's.
want to eat from now on. Ain't no
That's some
change.
control. That's that. There we go. That's all I'm saying.
You
like
ain't controlling me, changing my mind about what we finna eat.
I'm just saying. You know, that's just.
I ain't never thought that was control. Like just trying to change somebody's mind, cause
I think it's taking account of other people's feelings. So
That's why I
what
said you
at.
look at it in more of a respect way.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, you put the word control on it and make it seem real negative, but it's really not. Like
I think it depends on how the person uses it. You know, like sometimes
Right.
people manipulate and control,
cause
and
they
it-
know they can.
right? Or even if it's not in a outward way. You know, like I know. Well, you know, some women. I ain't gonna say women, but just some people. They know how to manipulate emotions, or you know,
Some women.
them tears is powerful, boy.
Motherfucker.
Them tears is powerful.
Not to
and-
me.
Not to
He
you.
said not to me.
Not to
I'ma
you.
just-
It don't
I'ma
work.
just look at you.
I see. I'm just a sucker then. You know what I'm saying? But
Some men don't like to see women cry, but big homie, you a different type of.
No, I'll let her cry. Am I gonna feel on her crying? It gotta make sense. You know,
Logic. You more logical,
Yeah,
right?
I'm logical.
Like this don't add up. I don't know why you doing this.
You
I'm gonna let
blaming it on
you
your
finish
period.
that.
and how has that been working
and-
out for you?
I'm still married.
I was about to say he married, so apparently it's
how many
it's
weeks
hitting
in?
home.
About 8, 9, but it's okay. We still good.
That
Good.
don't start no arguments.
What, that I don't cry when she cry.
Nah, nobody said you got
You
to
don't
cry
gotta
when she
cry.
cried.
Well, am
She
I
expected to give a
insensitive?
fuck though.
No, I hear sometimes. Sometimes I do hear like I'm insensitive, but sometimes she the same way. I ain't crying, but she don't give a fuck about what I'm saying. So it's like it's that 50-50. Like, well, you know,
That sounds
sometimes-
tit for tat.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
I could see you being insensitive, but I could see it in a more logical
Yeah.
sense.
Like, man, this don't make sense. You over here
Women
crying
we
about-
don't know how to take that
Still
though.
milk.
You know, you insensitive and our feelings hurt. I'm gonna need you to take that into some type of
Right.
consideration, brother.
Yes.
Like
I'll say it depends.
you just gonna be
on-
like this in my face and you see my feelings hurt? You ain't gonna. I need you to coddle me or
If it's
something.
your
Like
fault,
be gentle.
It's your fault.
It just
This
depends
gonna
on the
create
situation.
some type of rage.
No, it depends on the situation. I'm not always saying I be insensitive, but if it's something small and minor, I'm gonna just be like, "Come on, man, we bigger than this."
Like, come on, this don't make sense.
So how do you deal with your woman when when it's that time of the month?
when it's that time of the month.
Yeah, when it's that time of the month. How do you
I asked her, "Haven't you been going through this your whole life? You don't know how to control it yet?" And then she get mad, and then we laugh about it. But it's true though. Like you done had it for 30 years. You don't know how to control it yet. Okay, no. Y'all ain't agree with me. Y'all some suckers.
Hey, I don't even attempt to act like I know what they go through when they going through that shit.
It's
So
only been 30 years.
not 30.
But how do you deal
About
with
half.
it?
How do I deal with it on some
How do
serious
I
note?
deal with it?
Yes.
Space.
Woman on their period.
PMS and yes,
PMSing?
specifically.
I try to be very sympathetic and what you need some, you know. I try to
Every time they come on their period.
yeah. If you in a lot of pain and shit, or you Yeah, I'm gonna try to be sympathetic to what you going through. Cause I don't know the pain of that shit, so I done seen childbirth like a motherfucker, and that shit is a lot.
Big homie, wow, that's good. Big homie, wildin' today, boy.
No, I'm not saying like. But
I ain't even
the
gonna lie,
cramps
like
and all that. I get it, but the emotional.
I don't know
like,
how we got here, but I'd be interested to hear.
let's
everybody's
go.
side.
We
the
here.
emotion-
We
the emotional
here.
side. Sometimes I'll be like, man, you just gotta sit back and gather yourself. You have been through this.
They can't- they
Big homie give her a
emotional
pep
anyway.
talk and shit.
No, I console us too, but
you just gotta get out there and
I'm a coach.
You gotta
get
get
it
it
going.
going.
You gotta really just mix it up with them.
This ain't as bad as last month, so you're great. Think about
But
it.
you should be used to this. But nah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you go through in the moments.
My dumb ass, I forget every month.
You forget every month.
Yeah, I
Shit
mean-
just come out the
Punk
blue.
is the only one that had a more sensible response. What you got, Deuce?
Mine ain't sensible. I forget every month. Like she
Why
be
you
acting
angry?
crazy. Yeah, what's going on? Like I smoke a lot and shit. But,
I don't know what time
Why
of
you
day
like
it is.
but once I realized, it's like okay, let me flip a switch. Let me,
Yeah, you do.
she
it
ain't
for
gonna be
certain
making
stuff.
sense. She gonna be emotional.
I don't.
Let me
not make it seem like
She said
every
She ain't
time.
gonna be making sense.
Listen, I'm not gonna confront her every
Y'all
time.
are killing
I'm
me
just
softly
saying
right now.
they do think a little irrational once it's that time of the month.
They do.
And sometimes we just gotta agree with the irrationality.
Because the same way you say, ain't you been dealing with this shit for 15 years? You have too. She been
Yeah.
acting like this for all this time.
waiting
So
on-
you
I'm
should
waiting
tell
on
you
her.
should be used to it as
Huh.
well.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
waiting on her. I'm waiting for her to elevate outside of that and be in control of it.
Maybe she wait for you to elevate and be in control of it, or on top
I do
of it.
sometimes, but then sometimes I'm
Or the
sitting there
bigger
like,
person.
"Come on, you got this. This ain't this. You been here before.
shit don't hurt that bad. Just take an 800. You'll be all right.
You had a child before. This ain't nothing."
That is Punk and Big Homie. Punk and Big
Oh
Homie.
no, I wasn't saying I felt that way. I wasn't saying that's how I feel.
Hey.
I feel that way sometimes.
I wasn't saying that's how I
Thoughts
felt.
cocaine?
How should we act when it's that time of the month?
I mean, it's really not like y'all know
We don't know.
when it is.
Who don't know?
But
No, I'm the only one that I'm the only
Well,
dumbass don't know.
Big Homie said
I
we
don't
don't.
Oh, you don't be doing
But
either?
I don't know
I
if
know.
because he ain't getting
I
none.
Who?
I was just kidding. Okay,
Red light don't stop.
I was
nothing but traffic.
really
Ran
trying
that
to. I,
It's always a great.
Let me not say that. I just like that saying, but
Y'all switching the topic. Let
bad.
cocaine go.
go cocaine. Go.
I'm
Cocaine.
sorry.
We sorry.
I don't. It's cool,
No, what are we supposed to do in those moments? We
Right,
need the
help
game. Give
us.
us the game. Help a
don't
nigga out.
I honestly don't know. I think y'all shouldn't be that like in.
Insensitive.
Yeah, because it's something that's misunderstood. Like
What's misunderstood?
when a woman is like on her period,
Why do you think it's misunderstood?
because y'all don't have it. Can y'all? I mean, I don't even want to really get that explicit, but can you imagine?
No.
Okay, then, right?
no.
Because it's not like we enjoy it.
No,
But
I'm
why
not
do you
saying
think
that.
we misunderstand that? That's what I'm
Because
trying to-
y'all have never experienced it. Like first of all, to be a human, you experience different type of emotions anyways. But then when it's that time of the month, you get extra emotions on top of those emotions that it just happens. And some women experience a lot of pain in different areas. Some women experience massive like migraines, headaches, cramps, like mood changes. You
pain.
get hungry, like you feel so many different type of things and it don't go
and
away.
They bloated and be feeling
Then
something.
you feel like, oh, I'm
Like, I don't
like
down
you
them
get
for
these
that
different
or
type
whatever.
of like, and it's not positive. It's something. It's negative. Like way you feeling. I'm bloated. I feel fat, or I'm just not feeling the day, and I don't want to deal with life. It's so many different things that we be
gotta
feeling.
Accept you being negative towards us because you feel
It's not us being negative. I don't know what you've experienced, but it's not like I don't know if a woman is like downplaying you or like throwing negativity your way, but if she's feeling angry or something, yeah, it is something that you have to understand, because it ain't like we want it. It ain't like we give it to ourselves.
But it's like
It's
y'all
we
blaming
can't
us
help it.
for what nature gave y'all.
We're
I better go talk to Eve.
No, I'm being for real though. It's like we getting blamed
She about to slap the shit out of you.
because Adam was minding his business, right?
His mother. Let me stop. She angry.
No,
if
no,
looks
no.
could kill.
Man, I just got stabbed.
You know we ain't got no sense. We sorry, cocaine.
Don't take
You
us
know.
serious. Don't take us serious.
It is okay. Because I know it's a place that y'all would not understand. And I'm not saying that y'all have to be faulted for or blamed for, but I do think it's a place where y'all should come to some sort of understanding. Like, my ex said one time, like, he didn't think that PMS existed, and it blew my freaking mind.
What do you mean PMS don't exist? Please explain.
We were younger. We were younger
Like,
when he
y'all
said
don't
it.
change emotionally. and
Yeah,
all that
we
shit.
didn't.
I understand.
We were
that.
younger, though. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But
I understand that, but I feel like accepting y'all having angry mood swings is kind of crazy to be like, well, just accept it. Like, it's no way that y'all can deal in another way that doesn't happen.
And what she's saying is like that shit happens because of chemicals, and
it's
when they
an
PMSing,
imbalance.
they chemicals get fucked up, so they can't really control that shit. It's not like they want to be angry,
Like,
but
I've-
their body is telling
And
them to be angry.
I've
Like,
never.
It's like a fucked up chemical
I've never.
imbalance.
I
in
don't
a
know. Like,
way.
I've never like.
Knowingly
Knowingly have been like angry or like irate at someone like
But
during
do
that
you
time.
ever
Like,
try
I don't
to
know.
think about it? Like, if you do get the spazzing and shit, be like, wait, damn, I know it's that time of the month. I mean, I
And
might be
that's-
tripping.
I guess that's why I be trying
Or,
to
you know.
help. I know. It
Well,
sounds
yeah, and
crazy,
I
but
think that
try
some
to
women
help
do that
put
too,
people in
though.
that with
Some
my
people
own
do that
wife.
too, but because y'all are men, it's different. Like, y'all, you can't just sit up here and be like how you just were, like what you were just saying, as if
Deuce.
there's a way that we are supposed to just like shun it away, because
I understand that, but you don't. Over time, it doesn't. You
no,
don't deal with it in a different way. It never changes. That's just. I guess that's the logic
It's
that
like-
I try to come
Basically,
up
it's
with.
they don't
almost
know-
like
they
your
can't-
day to
it's-
day. You never know how you gonna feel when you wake up the next morning. You can't go to sleep at night and be like, "Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna be in great spirits and life is just gonna be so grand for me." Or the next day I'm gonna be down and out. Like, you have no control over really your emotional state from day to day. You just know that
And then
God
when-
willing, you
I
gonna
think
wake
when
up.
shit happen, they be even more emotional and shit. So it's really
it's like on top of, it's something, it's like an additive to what we already experiencing. So not to say like, yeah, you just need
Let
to
me-
deal with it, but or just, I don't know what you and your wife experienced,
Yeah.
but maybe give her space. I don't know what that looked like.
I'm not-
Maybe y'all should
let
have
me
that
not
for
conversation.
that
sound-
time frame. Just give her what she needs.
No, let me not be
So it
so
can go
hard
back
body.
to
I'm not
normal.
like that all the time. I don't want y'all to think I'm like that all the time. But sometimes I do feel like when it be random aggression, I be, man, haven't you been through this? So,
No,
like,
don't
why-
ever say that, because
don't-
I almost wanted to.
But you telling me
You
to
still about a
accept,
mic.
accept
I
her
intended
being
to be.
angry at me for no reason.
No, but don't say those words though. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
Like, you gonna
repeat it
tell
all
her,
the time,
but you
I-
gonna
have
tell
I
a woman
said
like,
it?
shouldn't
Yeah.
you be used
I
to
don't
this
repeat it,
already?
but I definitely say it.
It's really
I said it.
insensitive to the fact that, you know, this is a natural process of our bodies. It's not like we don't have
They
no
ain't choosing
control
this
of
shit.
that happening.
I
And it's
understand
not
that.
like we enjoy it when it comes. It's probably one of the worst part of the months for us.
Yeah, I
No one
understand.
wants to feel that life isn't like whatever it is that you plan to do
He
within
get
that
that.
week.
Just don't bring that
It
energy
ain't
his
happening.
way. Just don't
Yeah.
bring
It
that
ain't
energy his
happening.
way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe y'all can come to some type of consensus, or you, like, being a man and and I'm only basing this off of what you said, being masculine, you find your space. You find wherever it is that you need to be within that time that she's going through that. But as a woman, when she's going through that, because she can be angry, but you saying that could make her very like emotional. Like it could really take a toll on her because it's not warranted for us. We don't want that. But now my man is like, or my husband is being this way towards me. How does that make me feel? Because it ain't my fault. I didn't like ask for this.
So our feelings don't matter when y'all being angry towards
I'm
us?
not saying that, but that's why I'm saying maybe y'all need to find some type of consensus to come to, so that way that you're not feeling that way and she's not feeling that way.
Why she's saying we don't understand, which I think I understand, but because
I knew you was finna say it. Punk, you set yourself up
Right into that.
He asked for it.
yeah,
He asked for
I've
it.
been on the ass all day. It's like, but I think she's saying you don't understand because it's like, you know she gonna go through this. So for those however many days, just be understanding and be like, you know what, baby?
Because it's not a lot of time.
I don't want y'all to believe.
All right,
that.
I'm your punching bag. Cut the shit out a little bit, but all right, go
I don't
ahead,
want y'all to
And
believe.
don't take offense to it. Just be like,
don't
all
be
right, it's
offended
that time of the
because,
month. So
Don't
let
take
me
it
just
personal.
go in my space, in my
I
corner, and
understand
live
that.
my life and
But
let her do her.
Have I ever
I
said
forget.
what I said before? Yes. Have I repeated it? Probably not.
Okay.
But that's how I feel on the inside, and
Okay,
I'm just
okay.
saying how I
Yeah,
feel on the inside.
don't ever say
Okay.
that. That's
Yeah.
completely like
You said
That's
it once, but you
bad.
never said it
Yeah,
again.
no,
Okay,
I
okay.
never said it
All right,
again.
good,
But-
yeah.
that's really bad. It is. I'm just saying. It hurt my feelings, and I ain't
forget
your
what
wife.
movie that was. It's like, you on your period or something? She said, what?
I've actually said that. Like, it's that time.
Yeah. I'll say it. I told you I forget. You know,
Like,
but I
I'm
say it in
just
a way to
asking.
bring
It's about
comic
that time.
relief, not to in a way to be an asshole.
I
you know what I'm
said
saying? Like,
That's
funny.
not comical though. It's not funny.
well, she's
Asking if it's
laughed,
that
so
Yeah, because
I guess.
it's possible. It probably is not, but it kind of let her know that
But
how you
y'all-
really feel was see her.
how she was
How was she
acting,
behaving,
but how
yeah.
she was acting, I knew it was. This ain't
It
no
was
regular.
something.
Just it was that.
Either it's leading up to it or
But
it's
you know,
I've
right,
had
you
a
know your
situation where I
partner.
asked that, like, it's that time of the month.
What you say?
No.
you know your
Then
partner.
the next
You
day,
know
that
your
motherfucker
partner
dropped. It's
enough to
like,
know
yeah, I knew
like how
something.
she's
Yeah.
behaving, how she's acting,
That's
and you know
why-
something is different. So you kind of you have to tailor at least that time to her. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
it's the
no, I definitely
it's the
cater to
same
her
thing when
feelings.
y'all go through whatever it is that y'all go through, and y'all have those. Like Punk always talk about. I meant to sing you something too. It was a song about a man being out in the world and what he has to deal with. I meant to send it to the group because it reminded me
You know
of
the
Punk.
name?
Send it to me.
No, I don't. I gotta find it, but it's the same. It's not that different to say like when y'all go out in the world, because I think that from Punk's perspective, going off topic now, but from Punk's perspective, dealing with the world is a lot for y'all. And the expectation for when a man comes home is for a woman to be his relief, his peace from that. So when a woman,
be
when
my
it's that time of the month, and we are going through these different types of emotions and these feelings and all of this stuff, we are expected not to have things added on to that. That's going to create more stress or more problems or anything else. Yeah, but even with that being said, though, like I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and we were talking about, because he listened to the pod like religiously, and he's heard you say like, that a woman, a man wants a woman to be his peace because he's out here dealing with the world and all these things. And my response was that I need a man to be my peace too. Like women, we need men to be our peace too, but that's not brought up or talked about as much as it is, coming from a man.
Well,
Men talk
men
about
being
it
a
more.
peace?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Because men don't
No,
always
that-
bring
that
peace
ain't talked
either.
talked about
They
as much.
don't
I see
talk about
hella,
it at all.
She already going through this. Be her peace. I see a bunch of them memes.
I don't.
get what you saying though.
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't see
Really?
it. I don't see it. I don't never
I
hear
guess
about it.
that's the algorithms, 'cause
I
been
see
seeing that
I
shit.
see a lot of things more
Her
catered
baby
to
daddy already
how
ain't shit. Be her peace.
a woman should be to a man, and it's as if a woman don't need things too. A woman, like, mentally, like, we don't need that either. Like, what about us? That's kind of how it be making me feel. And even in the pod, it's like we always talk about that, and I hear it all the time, but we kind of missing out, because it's like, what, like, we don't need nothing either. Like, women are very resilient, and we are created to do so many different things, and we build on top of build on top of build, and we take so much stuff. But what about us too?
But you know why I feel like people don't talk about it as much? Because the man is always chasing a woman, and we give y'all most of the things that y'all seeking to get what we want. And at the end,
What is
we
it that
don't.
we want. GTD.
Sex, food,
Got the
and-
draws.
So that's why it's not talked
Yes.
about as much, because we giving y'all about 90-80% of what y'all want,
It's kinda
and we
like-
really getting like 10% of what
But
we
are
want.
It's kinda
y'all
like what
really?
Skylar
I
said.
don't know if men really know what, depending on the woman, right? I don't know if men really know what a woman really wants, because at the end of the day, are men really giving women what they want?
Skylar
Because
said the bag,
Skylar
yeah.
said the bag,
So,
sure, but if
yes,
you getting
if I'm
if you
giving you
getting
the
your
bag.
if you getting your own bag, then what else is it?
She said.
Because
So we giving
She
what we
said the
think y'all
bag,
want.
but did you
right
see all
about
the comments though?
no, I didn't see it, because we only had it in a post.
No, I'm just saying all the comments on that post in general.
Was
all,
saying what?
all men saying that they don't spend the
And-
bag. So
yeah.
are women getting what they say they? Are
Exactly,
women
that's
getting
what I'm
they
saying.
want?
Niggas be stunned.
we giving y'all what we think y'all want.
Exactly.
Oh, we talked about
And
that
that
last
was that was
pod.
gonna be my biggest thing, because women want men to talk, to use your words. Use your words. That's it.
Why the dishes ain't washed?
That's
Like,
fine.
like-
If that's the case, whatever the situation, whatever it
dishes
is that
ain't
you
washed.
feeling, why the house ain't cleaned, or why, use your words. Use your mouth.
For
Yeah.
more than just words.
Nah, but that was
Nah,
just
that's
me
all.
being. That's just me being immature.
I
But
definitely be using that motherfucker.
But no, that's what I'm saying though. Like, are women really getting
that
what
out.
they want too?
It depends on the nigga you messing with. I feel like my wife get what she want and need.
You feel it or you know it?
I know. Like, let's
I'm just saying. Let's make
felt
it
a little
clear.
shaky there, didn't
Make it
Nah,
clear.
I know.
And that's why I say use your
Have you
words,
asked her?
because
Yeah, we talk about it.
Okay.
I'm one of them niggas that ask those type of questions like, you good?
No,
Need
because most men
anything?
don't
Is this something?
ask.
Nah,
at all.
I ask that shit all the time.
women are usually more so the ones that will communicate and say certain things, and a lot of men veer away from that. Like,
How do
they
they
don't
express it,
want
though,
to.
is what I would ask. Because women get mad and express their feelings. You ain't this, you ain't that. Ain't nobody going to hear when somebody yelling at them.
agreed. So can you say that same sentence in a way that's not like aggressive? Can I have a conversation with you and say, you know, big homie, I feel like you really
Oh, yeah.
not talking to me. Like, we don't
yeah.
communicate and we ain't doing this. But I'm still saying you ain't.
Yeah,
But I'm
no,
just
it's
saying in a
definitely how
different
you say it.
tone.
It's not what you say, it's how you say
And
it.
you receiving it the same
Yeah.
way.
No, I wouldn't receive it. If you come to me and be like, yeah, you know, you really ain't been giving me this and giving me that, that's different than, I'm tired of your ass. You ain't been doing woo, woo, woo.
All you do is play the game.
Yeah.
Because I think the I've been trying to work on my verbiage. I think the way that a person relays information is important. Like the tone,
Definitely.
still said the tone, the
We blood.
No, you know what?
the all of that. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen, for real though. Me and my wife, we learned early, like cussing when you upset with somebody makes everything
It
1,000
it's not
times
working.
worse. So
That's
we
when
don't-
the rah
we-
rah start.
Man, we don't cuss at each other because once the first person say that cuss word, it's up there.
Oh yeah, we about to start
We're cut.
clapping.
One of our things like that though is we don't break up. Ain't no breaks. Ain't no we
No,
not.
I don't-
But
Yeah,
y'all are
ain't
married
we
and
ain't-
stuff, so
Married
relating
motherfuckers
when you in
separate.
But
relationship.
When I was
no,
married,
but when
though.
we was in a relationship,
outta
it was
here.
no breaking up. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah, definitely.
no matter how
We ain't do that.
you know, like because if we did, that was it.
I did that. I did that
You
one
know?
time. I was arguing with my ex, and we was arguing.
up?
No, I was like, no, we not breaking up.
Right.
I ain't
No,
leaving.
no,
No,
it
we
ain't-
still
Yeah,
we still going
right, we
together.
about to
What are you
done.
talking about?
Figure this
because
shit
we
out.
angry.
Yeah, we just arguing, but we
That
not
means
breaking
we
up.
broke up.
Hey,
Yeah.
but to wrap up this, because it's definitely gonna be two. But to wrap this one up,
I had a couple more topics.
Oh,
I thought,
go ahead,
but-
go ahead.
Can we take
Wait.
a
yes,
No,
yes.
no, no, no.
I-
If we
I
take a
gotta-
break, we gotta end it.
Potty,
Yeah,
we
we
gotta
might as well
potty.
end it.
Save it for the booth, conversations from a stoop. Let me introduce the host. They came to speak their truth. We all bringing heat, ain't talk about no propane. First host is pure dope, that's why we call it cocaine. Next up is Punk, he gon' give you what you want. He don't stunt like a pack of Dutchess, he gon' keep it blunt. Sugar Montana, she hot as Louisiana, and she hold no punches, so please excuse the manners. We got Big Homie, Suave, he pretty chill. When it comes to the topics, 100, he keep it real. The show get you in tune, the flow get you enthused. Producer of the pod, that's why they call me Deuce. So let go.